So the triangulation helps you to get a good picture about, that this village, this number of people have been affected, but, the number of real issues faced by the families who are really undergone the COVID-19, the impact is this much of severe or this much of, the different compared to quantitative. So this is what triangulation is trying to look at, but not necessarily saying that the triangulation always an important one. But if you see that, the quantitative methods are giving perfect, the answer, perfect, the explanation about, what you're trying to say, the hypothesis, that's fine. If the qualitative research says, qualitative focus group discussions coming out very well, those focus group discussions are analyzed and, the very good findings, you want to prove certain things that, okay, this village or this particular social situation or community like this, then perfectly okay, go with the qualitative studies. As I said in the beginning, not necessarily you want to do, the follow this mixed method for doing the mixed method, but, the most times the mixed method help you to, always to help quantitative data to verify qualitative data to, the make more flesh or more rich in your research findings. That's what mixed method is trying to look at. Okay, so I think the next part we will go mostly. Okay, this is something which I wanted to alert you, give some, how do you say, it's not warning, but, this is exactly which I said before as well. Research, there's a mixed method research, you have to consider very carefully for three things. This is a very costly design. You have to find out, okay, I'm going to this number of large survey, and within the large survey, that this number of research is going to involve, this is the time period you are, the time consuming part. And also you have to look at, the sample size, focus group, key informed interviews. So it's a big, the decision you have to make, whether you have to go for the research design. I'm not saying that, you are doing a big, what called the study by UNDP or somebody, NGO doing kind of things. But as a researcher, you have to select, okay, you are a student, you have a limited time, the 6 months to 9 months to your thesis or the research dissertation. So you think about, what is the best way to do. Costly means, you are not going to spend a lot of money, thousands of $1,000, but, as a research student, you can actually think of, okay, so I can make this focus group discussion in this particular community or this number of groups, and also I do the sample surveys of this number of people. So you make a decision. So it's relatively costly design. Also, cost means, the very much, the effort involved. And finally, as I mentioned in the last point, it also requires certain training, as we are now training. You all are now training from the teachers who are teaching qualitative and quantitative research. So you need a particular expertise and training to, use these methods to engage in research. So it's some people think that, okay, I'm going to do the focus groups. Okay, how to do focus groups? Professor Theodore Silva must told you. Focus group is a very dedicated, very well, properly planned, using the series of questions which is carefully chosen, carefully, identified. This requires a lot of things. Likewise, even the sample survey, you have to look at, okay, what kind of sampling I'm going to do. I'm going to the simple random sampling, stratified sampling, why it is this sample method is better for my research. So all decision has to make. So therefore, good training and expertise required for, using these methods. Okay, let's go for the next one.